So I did see this yesterday. So
Yeah,
Thomas Massie
Massie
apparently just named the people in the files that were
Fuck
being
yeah, he did.
redacted.
Congress created the Department of
course
Justice.
it was him.
Congress funds the Department of Justice, and Congress is responsible for the oversight of the Department of Justice.
And you're in Congress.
When will we
You're in
see
Congress.
justice?
How about
I'll tell
right
you
now?
what I've not seen. I've not seen any arrests from the revelations
True, it's embarrassing. The UK is 2-0 on us.
in the Epstein
Right.
Files. Over 3 million
Well.
documents describing horrible things,
Not exactly. They let one of them go.
describing unspeakable things, much of it redacted. Over 24 people have resigned, CEOs,
24.
members of government worldwide.
Why would they do that?
But I haven't seen any arrests or investigations here
How about
in the
that?
United States from this Department of Justice.
At least arrest them and investigate them, and if you find no wrongdoing, let them out. They do that to every fucking buddy else. It's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. It seems like it only works like that if you're one of the powerful people who run the pedophile cult around the world.
Very interesting.
Prince Andrew, Duke of York, has
Yep.
been arrested. Peter Mandelson, he's been arrested. Former Prime Minister of Norway has been charged. But we don't see any charges, arrests, or investigations in the United States. Who are the men that
Particularly around Bill Gates.
should be investigated? I'll name them right here.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'll name them right here. Leon Black. You don't even have to see past the redactions.
Guy is worth $13 billion. Between 2012 and 2017, gave Epstein roughly $150 million.
That's a lot of
And
money.
this was way after his initial convictions. Most
You don't just give somebody that much money. You don't just, and the government just not know why.
mails are redacted, but there is one where Epstein directly mentions him. While writing to Israel, former Prime Minister Ehud Barak
To see that this man needs to be investigated. Jess Staley, accused of terrible things.
Jess Staley, former CEO of Barclays and JP Morgan executive. He was the executive primarily responsible for managing Epstein's accounts for years after the initial 2008 conviction. The two exchanged over 1,200 mails between them, some of these with extremely cryptic language. When the full extent of their ties surfaced, Staley was forced to resign, and JP Morgan agreed to pay $290 million
You don't resign if you didn't do anything wrong.
to settle a lawsuit brought by Epstein's victims after the US bank ignored warning signs about its client during a 15-year relationship.
It's right there in the files. Why is he not being investigated? And Leslie Wexner.
Why the most powerful man, the richest man in Ohio, gave so much of his wealth to the largest modern sex trafficking ring in American history.
He would say, like, I'm providing financial advice to the founders of Google.
How about that?
Financial advice to Jeff Bezos.
That's
Why would you sign your friend Leslie to someone you did not consider to be a friend of yours?
I don't know.
it's a mystery.
Why did the FBI list him as a co-conspirator and then tell him that they had no questions for him?
Ah.
I
Well,
don't
the
know.
Epstein Files Transparency Act requires the DOJ and
To explain
FBI
that.
to disclose to us their internal memos and emails
Yeah.
about how they made those decisions, whether to prosecute or not
Exactly.
prosecute. Yet they have not delivered those memos. And we still don't have the memos and documents and emails from 2008 to explain why Jeffrey Epstein was given
that
such
deal.
a light
Yeah.
sentence in what would have been an open and shut case.
Yeah, 20 years.
This stunning, never-before-seen prosecution memo and draft indictment detailing the disturbing evidence they gathered against the financier. But that 60-count indictment never filed. Instead, Epstein landing the now infamous deal allowing him to plead guilty to lesser state prostitution charges.
Which allowed him to go back and recommit these terrible crimes.
Exactly.
Hundreds
Over
of more
10 years
victims.
after that.
We need justice. We want the Department of Justice to get to work, and that's what they need to do now. To let the
I think
Ameri-
what he should do next, if you think these guys need to be investigated, you need to create documentation. Like, it sounds stupid, but I think you really should do this. Create a infographic that explain why each of these individuals needs to be investigated, and then the different connections with everything, right? Like that meme of like the guy that's pointing on the fucking thing with like all the different connections. You need to get like your staffers or, you know, like get somebody out there who's going to be able to put that together. Yeah, like honestly, just like hit up CoffeeZilla, probably do it for free. Fuck, I mean, it probably already halfway is done anyway.